the Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. The Cyclones will kick it away to start. He'll call for the fair catch here. So offense will get the first swing of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It leads to second down.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Fires complete on the crosser. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Seminoles are on the move. On the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
That's a throw in the drag route. You just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. And just couldn't hook up on that.
The pitch.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The Noles will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Osborne. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Seminoles!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. You take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Iowa State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting set.
Best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Scanning the field, it's Rucci. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Gets it out quickly. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The field goal is no. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
It's now 2nd down.
No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw. This time on target. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there. Seeing is a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if it'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
2nd down after that incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. try to pick up the first down here on fourth. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Offense getting set for first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force the negative play.
To the air, it's Rucci. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Iowa State. And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend? You have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there. A difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You're focusing the defense locked and loaded. You understand what they're trying to accomplish. Doing a good job getting to the quarterback. And then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll give it to the back. Still running at the 40. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Got a man. It's Gilliam. Bulldozes him. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Now from inside the red zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
brings up second down.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, no.
Receivers do this every day, all day.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They are up by 7 over UL. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Okay,
Looking for a productive play on first down.
3:25.
Looking downfield, it's Rucci. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Carter.
An offensive guy love running these drives. These are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
42 Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that side, and what sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the wideout. They were trying to work the outside. He played that perfectly and almost got the pick. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think David...
Oh, there he goes! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nobody around as he makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. 2 set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man down the middle. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he got loose, it was all over. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, more points. You can put drives together like that. That quickly tune up that much yardage. Defense is going to have to get something figured out.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Florida State offense will take over.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag. It's just guys that I know I can throw to the outside that had swag, that can take it to the house and make big plays.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay, ready?
The offense lining up for a first down play.
Spider.
Back to throw, it's Rucci. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. After the misfire now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Handoff from the gun. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
They're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. We would like to see the offense do a little bit more with that possession to give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, and play the next play.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And down he goes back for 3.
That's been the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch on the left. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulane. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get new touches in this game.
They move the tight end all over. They'll run it from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Rucci. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of seeing ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. Defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He smashes his way through again. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones. Up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet go out for the football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you don't smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
The Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, wants to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return.
Much better job of his decision.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw. It's Rucci. Zings it going to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Iowa State.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Easy.
He wants to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Iowa State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Big-time players make big plays in big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in.
Unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Running back goes in motion. On second down, just keeps firing. He'll take another shot here. Snags it on the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Catch in the middle, it's Gilliam. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They're backed up first and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football and games.
And the Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. A first down for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10.
Pound 55 weak.
He leaves it with his back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
A lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. He's going to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's not afraid to go deep. Snagged in the end zone. The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Looking to throw, it's Rucci. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do once you get.
And that pressure just engulfed him. They sacked for this defense. That's not getting a thing done on 1st down. It's 2nd and long from the 24. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. On second down, he'll fire. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like to hold those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really tough on offense. Third and long. It's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he breaks the turnover.
They're down to the 25 on first and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking for a man, it's Rucci. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that one down a little further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't caught him yet. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer.
Afterburners coming. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the stomping has commenced.
Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes a catch at the 15. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He'll come out throwing on first down. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He wants to throw it again. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They'll line up to go for 2. He's right on target. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
36.
He'll bring it back from inside the spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds some space and up to get 5 to the 22.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting. It's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
To the air, it's Rucci. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
A 10-yard loss on the
You
play.
can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, they'll take to the air. They're working that left side. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He wants to pass it on second down. Looking for the score. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter. Pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking 80 extra yards. Great tackle there. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Florida State, 44.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Iowa State! And once he found open space... Offense working from the pistol. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. He's turning in the type of performance that will etch him alongside the Seminole legends.
He has been on fire. You got to find some way to slow this guy down, because right now he's getting what he wants.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes them look.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Dropping back, it's Rucci. He's got his man. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Right back to him on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
You know, if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line, trying to pound their way in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped in the backfield on 3rd down. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give to the back. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Rucci. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And now they've lost the ball here. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win the...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, no! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, and you got to lock in.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Hit the afterburners, kid. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of lawn field. This might be coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point out. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Iowa Field. It's one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3-2 lead. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
It's complete to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Rucci. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. It's complete. A huge pickup. All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida State.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with the pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie. He's taking the shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll take another shot here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. These games stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback checking off. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time, get in a position to win.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. He wants to go deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job on the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Go out there, finish this thing.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for, and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Seminoles have it back up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously, you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
He's back to throw on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. The 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. And this defense coming up with troops of their own. What an interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop them.
I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And make him forget that.
And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't end the way we wanted it to.